people. Welcome to the program. Um, Today is July the 27th of 20. Wow, it's even scary to be saying that. It's the end of the month. It's the end
Yep.
of the month. By next week, it will be August. So we thank God for life. We thank definitely the God of our ancestors for the things that He's doing because on your Wolaji Igbo blood to be making money off of one Nigeria. You're sucking our blood. We're telling you, now, always in here for us. You're working with our enemies for them to continue to have power over us.
Mm.
We're here to tell you that our ancestors are on the way. They are coming to judge everybody benefiting from the
Mm.
system that we're telling you, screaming that is suffocating us. We're telling you we can breathe. We can breathe. You keep pushing your knee harder into our necks.
Mm.
Our ancestors are coming for you, all of you, especially those so-called Igbo big people that's been sitting there. We are thinking all along they are working for us. Yeah, they will never sell us. We don't
Mm.
know they're making billions over selling us. Like that's how they live. At the end of the day, Christmas they will bring us olive oil or granite oil or diesel. Get the hammer. And
Yo.
then the boy onye ọma anyị mma mbombo.
Mm.
When they turn off their generator, our life will be turned off at the same time. And then we sit and wait and pray that Easter will come 6 months later so we can have generator and eat again. And they are okay with it. They did it for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years,
Oh.
40 years. Meanwhile, their children and their family are living affluently in Obodo. And their necks, their knees are on our necks. The God of our ancestors is coming for you. So repent. And it will be so sudden that even in the first class hospital in America, they will still come and collect you. You won't run from them.
Mm.
They will come for you. So if you do not want to be picked up by the ancestors, begin to retrace your steps. Begin to walk with our people to see how we can get the knees of our enemies off our necks. If you are doing otherwise, greet my ancestors when you get there. That's all I have to say. Welcome to the program. I'll allow my sister to join. Talk.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you, Sister Munachi. Sorry, our viewers, you're welcome. We are so emotional, but it's okay because that's what it is. Sorry, last week I was not here, but my sisters represented us, and I'm so happy to be back with you. I missed you people so much. Um, my name is AP. I live in Lexington, Kentucky. So we'll pull up the first video, and as you help us share, like, and subscribe. If you are seeing this video for the first time, thank you so much. Hit the subscription button, those on YouTube, and then follow us so that you get more accurate information. A lot of information are flying left, right side. People don't know what is going on, but we promise our people we will do research, bring authentic information for you so that you will follow what is going on. A lot is going on. But on this platform, we promise you, you're not going to get lies, you're not going to get propaganda, you're going to get truth and facts that have been researched. So the first video is President William Ruto of Kenya crying uncontrollably. This is a lesson for the arrogant African political class, especially the worst kind that are found in the country called Nigeria. Because the political class found in Nigeria are the worst in anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Will prove me wrong. Anywhere in the world. I've looked, I've studied, checked. We checked everything. We did not see the political class that is worse than the ones we have in Nigeria. So if you fail to recognize that the indigenous peoples, the nationalities, are the original owners of power, the power that you're trying to use to oppress and suppress them, one day you will learn in a hard way. And that day is fast approaching. Let's see what's going on here.
I'm really sorry. Naomba radhi hakika.
While down on his knees at the podium of the Faith Ministries Church in Karen Sunday, William Samoei Ruto breaks down.
Those who could improve.
So the next one, you can see my sister already pulled it up. Please continue to share, like, and subscribe. All these videos just to enable you to be watching something while you're sharing. The next one, you see, we tell people that internet does not forget. Internet is where everything is recorded. My own, your own, our works, everything is there. This is Tinubu, President Tinubu, protesting against Nigerian leaders, against President Goodluck Jonathan. We say
And the economy was good though then.
This was better then. So he was protesting. And we say this is him exercising his fundamental human rights. Protest is one of fundamental human rights. You can't stop people from protesting. We're only saying don't add violence. But we know usually it's not the people that add violence. It's you people. It's you people that bring your hoodlums. Add it so that you can bring out force to destroy the people. You can't take away the voice of the people forever. It is not done because you did not give it. So listen to him speak. We will just continue to broadcast what he has said. Continue to share, please.
This situation for the good of all of us, do not allow the opportunity to make things better for us. They make it better for themselves, for their comfort and their families. Cronyism is prevailing. Today, our rulers in Abuja and across some of their states, you know what they say to us when they remove subsidy and we say no. Hunger is increasing, they say, so what? Unemployment is a cause, they say, yes, we know. Why are the people hungry? Is then let them face death.
Yep.
That is what is in Abuja of today. The current way of governance make nation do the impossible. What it does, it makes poverty and the erosion of just society inevitable. We have gathered at this hour in this place to put an end to the national corruption and corruption.
Wow.
We have assembled here today to bring a new day and in Nigeria to our people. Today, the Nigerian people are decent and hardworking people. They are equally long suffering. They tolerate for too long.
Yeah, they've been tolerating you
Because their
behind.
long suffering does not mean they should be forced to suffer until death comes. We, our people, we've had enough of excuses. Our people have had enough of having nothing. The current government's trademark is to throw empty words, all action at our problem, as if doing nothing will cause our troubles to live for sheer boredom. Unemployment increases. Industrialization, we have nothing. Refinery, nothing is working. Electricity, they lie. If this is the government of, if this is the government's idea of transformation, and we have none of it, we should not have any of it. Because before, we say the government of slow motion. Now, it is the government of no motion at all. If they want to stand still at the bus stop or train station and be stagnated without poverty, they have the right to do so. And we have a right to kick them out. Not enough that they are stealing from our children tomorrow.
Look who is talking.
For lack of investment in education. They are still embezzling the retirement benefits of hardworking Nigeria, including our grandfathers. They are stealing the port, the treasury, not even leaving some coins for us to war with. Let them be out. Out now.
Yep, you can say that again. That's what's coming for you, brother. You've led the example, so we see how it's done. Bad governance, you cried and you shouted, and then you went and gave us even the worst one from the version of the one that you're talking about.
You see, these politicians think that we're here to play. They think it's all about playing. They will come, say, they know the right things to say. They know what is going on. But when it's their turn, like Wolosho Inka said, they will have amnesia. Their brain will just, suddenly they don't know what the people we are fighting for anymore. It's unbelievable. Continue to share, please. My sister will pull up another one. This is a Nigerian soldier encouraging Nigerians on the forthcoming protests. They pledge to support fully. This video is not from Daughters of Truth. We saw it in public space. So we are not saying we have any connection with it. No. We just saw it, just like other videos. It's for educating our people. We bring out everything together that is going on everywhere, bring it to our people. You have your own opinion, but we just want to say, like, show our people what they are saying. Thank you.
There are plans on ground. The way you guys are planning, these demons are planning the same way towards you guys too. The way you guys are planning, putting measures in place, they too, they are not sleeping. They are also planning. In the military, there's what we call counter measures. The way you are planning, your enemies too, they are planning against you too. So this is what I'm trying to say here. From the 28th of July, there's what they call show of force. The show of force they are going to do. Lagos have started their own, I think today. Abuja, the other states, they're going to start their own 28th July. Mostly by policemen. The show of force, what I mean by show of force is this. They drive around the whole street, the major cities, they drive around the whole places. Just to scare people, they'll bring out this kind of uniform, the kind of kit we have not seen before. Even the people fighting Boko Haram in the far away northeast have not dressed that way before. I've been among the people that did show of us. We did it during the election period. I was among them. So they will give these people, they will equip them, they will give them a very, I don't know how to put it, but they give them the kind of uniform equipment they have not given them before. They will line up different cars, armor tanks, going around the streets just to scare people. But I want to tell Nigerians, don't be scared because of all that. Don't be scared, just come out. Don't be scared, just come out. I think I did this during 2020 NSAS. I was passing information to some of all this, how should I put it? So what I'm trying to do, the arrangement I'm trying to make here now is this. I'm trying to gather some people that will watch over the protesters, because believe me, there's going to be shootouts. No matter how you think or how planned or peaceful you think the protest is going to be, there's definitely going to be shootouts. And this shootout is going to come from the police. This shooter is going to come from the police. Just if you're coming out from your house, just have it back of your mind that yes, today is today. We just have to do this thing once and for all, because anything that made us succumb to this this pressure, anything that made us succumb to this fraudsters pressure, believe me, that's the end of Nigeria's voice.
Yep.
This is the only voice Nigerians you'd have now. This protest. If we abandon this protest and next time, maybe next year, next 2 years, raise up again to say we want to protest, these people they will never take us serious. Issue of going here, sending typing a letter, sending it to the military barracks. I think that one, no military person will willingly want to take that letter because it's totally wrong. So what we are going to do here, you type all these letters, send it as a form of message. There's some of us that are in different military group who circulate all these things in military group, different numbers that they will not trace. But you say no pastor, no imam. Do you know that in mosques, in military barracks, in mosques, they punish malams, they punish imams. Likewise in the church, in the military barracks, they punish pastors. You don't expect a pastor to stand up in the military barrack church and start preaching towards bad government when the commander is in front of him. It's not possible. Likewise, imam. Sometimes you'll be in a barrack, you see immediately imam finish preaching. Commander will be there, say, oh yeah, go and lock this man in Gadrum. Or imam, after this preaching, go to Gadrum. So these people have cropped all of us. They have crippled all our wings. We can't even say anything. So the only way for us to protest, only way for us to talk is through you guys. Once you come out to protest, believe me, right now it's not 2020 where people are scared military people are scared or are against you people. Nobody's against you people this period. Our only fear is police. Even with military guys, our only fear is police. Our only fear is police. But I believe right now, police are on the people's side because the hunger may be here. The hunger, the starvation, the suffering is affecting all of us. The military doesn't buy bread different from where all common man buy bread. We all bought this bread the same place. So this is what I'm trying to say here. And where we should channel this protest to is towards this. Don't forget that these people have family. They cherish so much. Mm-hmm. But we, our own family, are suffering. Mm-hmm. They have family, they cherish so much. So we should channel our energy to their family too. These people, they are not ghosts.
No.
Some of us know their house. We know their house in the villages. We know their house in the cities.
Yes.
As you are going towards National Assembly, some people are going towards their houses.
They should.
We should change these people everywhere they think they might run to. Some people are heading towards to block the airport. Some people are running towards their houses. They are not living in the bush. They are not living in the air. They cannot be living in expensive houses where the people protecting them are living in shafts. I don't even know how to call it.
Davido will be having $10 billion.
Everybody, they pain them. Everybody, they pain them. These people, they have families. They cherish their family so well. They have fine houses with AC. They cherish so well. So as we are going after them in the National Assembly, some people are already on their way to their family houses. Come to Metama, you see them living flashy life. Their children are using the latest iPhone, the latest wig. With our sweat money, like I don't even know how to put it. So this is what I'm trying to say. Let's put these people with heavy fire on their ass. Put this fire on their asses, they will run for their life. They will do the right thing. Okay, now they have started shaking. Look at this. These people are making us to like feel very disappointed among all this. Not too young to rule. Look at what the deputy is saying in the car. How much? Okay, 50% of your 600,000 salary is how much? How many are you guys? What can that money do?
Oh, dear.
You are not even talking about your allowances that 20 million that runs to millions. Nobody's talking about the allowances. They're talking about salary. Me as a military personnel, how much is my salary? My basic salary is 64,000 naira for crying out loud. How much is my allowances? I've been in Meduguri for 4 years. How much is my allowances? My allowances for being in Meduguri with all these hardship is 100,000. Okay, I'm on pass now. I can't even travel. I'm on pass. I can't even travel. How much is transport from Meduguri to Abuja? How much is transport from Sokoto down to Port Harcourt, down to nearby for you to travel to see your family? Okay, the other guy complained about he can't even travel. They locked him up. How many more did that guy spend in Gadrum before they even release him? These are the issues. Everybody's frustrated. Everybody's angry. So take away that fear in you, saying you won't die. No, the military is not after you guys. I know how many military guys are telling me, bro, when we go protest. It's just that all of us are living in fear. Okay, what if they kick you out of this job? What next? All of us are just living in fear. We are just looking for voice to air out our grievances. But the problem is that police is our major problem. Police, they are full of illiterates. If you watch how police do that training, bro, you don't even feel secure whenever you're around police, no matter how dressed they are. If you watch how police do their training, you will not even carry police as an escort. I've been on duty with police. I know what I passed through. Not just leave all this big talk we are talking here. There's issue on ground. Let's focus on this issue on ground. One by one, we'll address the issues. One by one, we'll address the INEC and the rest of the judges' issues. Let's just get started. Secondly, issue again, this police, that's my only fear. Police, these people, if you tell them go, they come back. If you tell them stop, now then they stand up. They don't know anything. They don't know the word of command. So any police that shoot anybody, make sure you get the picture of that person. As soon as they shoot the person, make sure say that they bring one member of his family down. Then the rest of his colleagues will take caution, we withdraw. But they shoot this one, all of us don't leave the person. Listen to me. Some of us are joining this protest in these guys. Some of us are joining this protest, you guys don't know. Some of us are fully ready. We don't even care what is going to happen. If not to leave the military work, we leave the military work. Everybody's fucking angry, my boy. Then the worst, I'm now one person they die. I know a lot of my colleagues have lost close to me that have lost. We'll go out together, we'll not come back. At the end of the day, their family are lavishing in poverty. So to me, if I never feel the impact of this whole country, some of us they feel them. Some of us they die for no reason. So please, let's just make sure we hit these people hard this time around. Let's make sure we hit these people hard. Because if we fail this time around, believe me, we're not gonna ever use protest to scare them again. They've seen 2020, so they feel like what is 20. Don't forget the people that initiated this whole rubbish. 20 people that penetrated all these acts. They're the one in power now. Now them power they have now.
Mm-hmm.
All of us we are pointing finger at Tinubu during 2020. Saying that the Baba they power now. If we not move these people, believe me, protests will never scare them. So let's just give our best shot this time around. I don't want to waste much time. Thank you very much.
Yes, so they are telling us their story. We don't know, and then they tell us. There's something when we're in that church, in this their fake Nigerian church in those days, they'll say push. That is Operation Push. You say pray until something happens. Protest until something happens. Push. And we're not saying violence, but the thing that Ninas is saying is that you have to do it the right way. You have to protest for the right thing, not police, food, water, light. How many won't protest? But if you protest against the 1999 constitutional order, that unitary constitutional order, that thing that they used to put all of us inside a cage and tied our hands and legs and our eyes and everything, just one thing that will take care of everyone.
Everything.
So you say transition now, hands down, transition now. 1999 constitution must go. That's all. It will take care of every other thing you're listing. Continue to help us to share, like, and subscribe. My sister is playing Nina's video. This happened in the what they call it, Clubhouse last week, I believe. So this is like instruction, like when there's a burning building, there's catastrophe going on. Somebody is carrying microphone, police especially, standing in front. Everybody come out or giving direction. Do this, do this. This is how you will look at the next audio that we're going to play. It's from Nina's. They are giving you instruction, precise instruction, direction. That's why we say share this thing to your children. We don't want our youths to be killed. We don't want anything evil to happen to our youths. So we want them to do anything they want to do in the right way. The right way, the right way. There is right way, internationally acceptable. You need information. Send these things out to our youths. You will be saving their lives. Even those that are in evil forest in Alibo and Andibo, those ones that have taken themselves inside evil forest and said they're looking for Biafra inside evil forest. Biafra is not located inside evil forest. What you have inside that forest is 10-headed demons getting to take you out. We want you to come back home. Tell our youths, they are your brothers, they are your cousins, tell them to come back home. There's no need to be inside the bush. Inside the bush. There are scorpions and every bad thing inside bush. Come back to the house. There is a way to do it on the table. We are civil people. This is 2024. There are ways things are done the right way. We are intelligent people. We are smart people. We don't need to be inside the bush running up and down like please, we are begging you people. Thank you. Please go ahead, my sister.
Is a system that refuses to reason and the people that refuse to listen. Because if the people had listened all this while, they would have found better answers to the situation that is now overwhelming them. Ninas had those answers and actually made the answers available in a manner that will have solved all these problems. At the time in 2020, we rolled out the force majeure to say, let's leave elections alone and go to solve these problems. The people did not listen.
Nope.
The government did not reason. Now, the two sides are in distress. The ones who want to see change. The government doesn't see anything. They have no problem at all. Every month, they gather and share trillion plus. And as they are sharing, the senators are sharing, the 36 state governors are sharing. Now the local government chairman too, 812 governments gather every month to share. Of course, the MDAs and all the bureaucracies they create are those all those three tiers and all those three arms. But we can see that the executive is now the head of a trinity, the trinity of executive, legislative, and judicial arms of government. What should have been the checks and balances? What should have been the separation that will make sure that everybody gets what is due to them in the system and in the union has been more or less washed away by a rapacious federal government with flawed characters in the other two arms, hopelessly flawed characters in the other two arms. You see what the Supreme Court has become. You see what the kind of, even rubber stamp is now a better evil to deal with compared with what Godswill Akpabio and his Senate have become in the hands of this executive. And so, unless we become clearer in our minds to define the change we seek and the mechanism for obtaining it, we must know what we're rejecting. We must know what we want in place of what we are rejecting. We must know where we are now and where we want to get to. For those who are planning protests or revolution, whatever they call it, this is the time to pull back and define the change you seek. Everybody can see there's corruption everywhere. And you just jump at this, you want an end to corruption. How? With a constitution that creates massive avenues for corruption and comprehensively protects the beneficiaries of grand corruption by the immunity provisions he put in place. You say you want an end to insecurity. You want an end to mass impoverishment. But you are not asking, how did we come about this insecurity? NINAS has an answer, that it is on account of the unitary constitutional arrangement that put the arms and ammunition on exclusive list that makes it impossible for those who live in that insecurity to organize their own security. And no matter who becomes president, no matter how well-intentioned such a person may be, no matter how desirous such a person may be to see an end to, it's not going to work, because the constitutional arrangement makes it impossible. As it is with insecurity and corruption that the constitution creates and protects, so it is with all the other things that everybody is lamenting, including bad leadership, bad governance. The electoral process is centralized. So INEC can sit in Abuja and decide what will happen everywhere, irrespective of how 23 elections, presidential elections particularly. And so every single thing, we have looked at all the demands that the people who are talking about protests are putting forward. All of those things they want change are flowing from that constitution. There's one of them, a politician who probably is looking towards 2027, and so he lumps everything together, change the constitution. And then in the same person that price of this, restore this and that, shows that they haven't thought through, they don't know what constitution is, and they think they know. Is it by going to write another constitution over your head that they will change constitution and just do it and then proceed to another election which you want to contest in? That is on the side of those who are planning to protest. Again, on the side of the government that is now worried and looking out for how to find, just saying, oh, you can't come and start trouble now. You can't come and start trouble now. Whereas you were heartless in doing what you are doing to destroy the lives of the people. You share trillions amongst yourself. You share billions amongst yourself. You cruise around in private, and you don't care that the people who own that money cannot feed, and you think they're going to remain obedient to you. And so, again, NINAS is telling the government, the two sides are complicit in refusing to address, to acknowledge what the problem is. The ones who are planning to protest now did not listen when they went to election under that constitution that has produced this calamity they want to protest against now. Because if they had listened, there wouldn't have been an election. We would have gone into a transition. That constitution would have been out of their lives. That constitution that is responsible for everything, tormenting them, would have been out of their lives. And the government too, in 2020, December 16, we rolled out something that provided a framework, a pathway, a mechanism for addressing this problem that's now become a much bigger problem. We gave them 90 days notice to say, let us go and solve this problem. Our quarrel is not with the people in government house. Our quarrel is with the constitution by which they will have to govern, because that constitution makes everything good impossible. You can't have rule of law under a constitution of apartheid. You can't have any good governance. No. You can't have any kind of economic progress, because all the means of production, all the factors of production are confiscated by that constitution into the hands of this rapacious federal government that has now been joined gleefully by the executive and judicial branches. And so the two sides that are gearing up for whatever will happen from August 1, NINAS is talking to the two to say there is yet a middle ground that can be pursued now to solve this problem. but there must be a commitment to solving the problem. The ones who are planning to protest, who are not talking about that constitution, that is the source of the problem. They are dishonest as the government that is refusing to listen to what it will take to solve the Nigeria that is now in disarray. It is the unitary constitution of Nigeria that is responsible for everything that has brought Nigeria to where it is.
All right, we'll stop this video here. Brother Tony is coming on X Twitter, aka Twitter. Sometime this morning, as soon as we are done. I think shortly after we are done, he will be live. So you will hear from the host
7 p.m. 7 p.m. Nigerian time.
Okay, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So he will be there to educate us even more as to what we need to do. We thank God. We thank God for a time like this. Things are happening now. Things are definitely happening. And if you're not in the spirit, you will miss it. You will miss it. You know, the Bible reminded us that we have ears, but we don't hear. We have eyes, but we don't see. And we have all these sensories that we are not even using to our advantage.
Meanwhile, we're not talking about the spirit of the church Nigeria. Those ones, it's not the spirit of God.
Oh, hell. I don't have any spirit. Those are paid agents. You know, the same thing. If you think about it, the same thing that these people are doing to us is the same thing they're doing. It's just a copyright. They're using the same strategy they're using against African American here with us. Here in America, you will be, as long as you're black, you're a nobody. But when Olympics comes, man, you will be a representative of America. They will flash you, show you, and all this. But come back, police can easily come in and on our life in your own house. The same thing with the Fulanis. Everywhere you go, the Igbos are doing well. We are developing things. We are known all over the world as the Nigerians. The only Nigerian. I hate that word, Nigeria. I've never, in the last few years, called myself a Nigerian. I'm from Igbo nation. So you go and represent them everywhere you go. When you come back to Nigeria, they will deal with you. With the help of your brothers, they will deal with you so that you will know that name Nigeria is not what your ancestors need you to answer.
Yep.
We need to do better. So our brother Tony will be on to tell us how we are going to, what we need to do. The answers are already on the table. If you stop sleeping, this thing will end faster than you can imagine. Here is this man again, reminding you guys of what we need to take away this constitution that can never give us peace.
This constitution can never give us progress. This constitution can never give us peace. This constitution can never give us unity. And unfortunately, most of us in this National Assembly, we don't have the spine to face what we need to give this republic to have peace and progress. What do I mean? This constitution has 68 items. 68 on the exclusive list. This constitution has only 12 on the concurrent list. And those 12 are written so nebulously, so fraudulently, that you know that the intention is to even undermine those.
What happened? This thing say that I lost access on Facebook. Am I still on Facebook?
Yeah, we're here on Facebook.
It's sending me a different signal. He says you've lost access to your Facebook. Okay, let me do what they asked me to do to see if that will work. Brothers and sisters, you can see that this constitution that we've been dancing about, people were making fun of us. Oh, what can file? The blue file a line again. Here you are with your file and your portfolio. And now everybody is singing the same song. So that video was actually sent to someone that I've been telling about constitution. He told me, oh, this and that, how you're going to do it? Now he's telling me it's a new soundbite. It's a new soundbite. So they're sharing it amongst each other.
And I want to make a comment. When we talk of constitution, we are not saying you should enter your bedroom and cook up one book again and impose on us and say, this, you now have a new constitution. That's not what we're saying. We are talking about the constitutional order. We are meant to be true federal system because we are too diverse. We are multicultural, we are multilingual, we are multi-religious, we are everything, like we are too diverse. As a result, what our progenitors said will work for us is true federalism, not a unitary system. So what you have is unitary constitutional order, and we are saying that will not work. It's a two-step. First, identify the constituent members, and then we make their individual constitutions, and then bring it together. That's where you have a federal constitution. That's the only thing that can work in that space. Any other thing is urukere business, and it will collapse.
Thank you, sister, for that clarification, because we're telling you this is not the time for you to be doing a Mawanda and having a motor park discussion. This thing has gotten into a different gear. And if you are not aware of your surroundings, actually you'll be taken out. So do not be confused about what we're saying about this constitution. We're talking about constitutional takedown. We are talking about total rebuilding of all of this. Let's start with our topic today. And it's just so right about, regarding what's about to happen all over us, all around us. The topic now says, every battle is won before it's ever fought. Every battle is won before it's ever fought. Please continue to help us to share and like and all that stuff that we need to do. We need all our people to be up and doing. We need you to be an invested stakeholder in what we're doing. Do not be a watcher. Do not be one of those that will say, I watch your show. I'm watching your show. Please do not watch my show. I'd rather have you say, I'm learning from your show. I am not here for you to watch me. I am not even worthy for you to watch me. What we are doing here every day is to educate you and put information in your mind that we can use and save our next generation. We are in a dire situation, and our children demand better from us. So it's not okay for you to be on your church. I'm not into politics. You better know it all, because you're the one that opened your legs and give birth to those children. And we are going to live life that is dignifiable. We are going to live life that is sustainable for our kids, and we cannot have it any other way. So if you have been dragging behind, if you have been playing, if you have been pretending, because that's what we like to do, come out of it, because we have no time. There may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest. There may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest. This is according to Ellen Wiesel, 1986 Nobel Prize winner. He's a Romanian-born American writer, and he knew what he was talking about because he was a survivor of the Holocaust. So that you don't sit there and watch and feel incapacitated, like, oh, this and that, or you're only worried about 3 square meals. I have to eat, as if food you were sent here to come and eat. So protest, like democracy, is a fundamental human right. It is a statement or action expressing approval or disapproval, actually expressing disapproval or objection to something or situation. A natural response to pain is for one to cry. This is why an adage from an ancient people of Igbo will say, you cannot beat a child and prevent him or her from crying. Sadly, the management of Unity Nigeria has severally denied the masses and the youth. They are not even worried about the youth. That's why someone like Iwanyanwo at the age of million years of age will marry a young girl, because they will impoverish our youth. The youth that are supposed to be marrying a young girl, they will keep them impoverished so that a young girl will be chasing after them even when they're about to die. The young girl will be chasing after them because they have swallowed all the wealth into their stomach. And we're saying it's not okay. So this management of Unity Nigeria has severally denied the masses and the youth the right to peaceful protest by sabotaging, frustrating, and infiltrating such attempts. They have covered everywhere. When you listen to Brother Tony today, you're going to hear him say how they even cover the student bodies. They have taken them over. They are driving Land Cruisers and the BMWs and all these fancy cars. They are not even there to protest. They have politicized the teachers. when they give them money during election, they will share money. All of a sudden, if the whole universe burns down, nobody will say anything. So they have criminalized the process. They have injected their hoodlums to trigger violence and then introduce military action against the protesters. But guess what? You guys have left out in a state where we don't have anything to lose. Onyagronago has nothing to lose. It was just glaring to me this week with all the rain. The homeless people are there under the bridge going back and forth. They don't care if FEMA is coming to your house to save you. They don't care about anything. They don't have anything to lose. If the weather takes them, it takes them. If it doesn't take them, you're the one running around trying to get other things done. So we must show that Unity Nigeria is a failed state and does not practice democracy. We cannot allow people to strip us of every dignity left. When a man cannot even feed their children, when your child needs a shoe, you can't even buy it. When mama wants to cook a goosey soup, she can't even find fish. Forget about meat now, fish to put in the food for the children, for her children. But you guys, summer is here. Their children are graduating. You're showing your face, yourself on Facebook. Your daughters are graduating, your sons are graduating, and you guys have left our people in abject poverty. Even the little hard work they're putting in doesn't mean anything anymore. And we ask, how then can we succeed as people when we allow our enemies to be all over us? We know the marauding Fulanis are there to destroy our people. We know our people that are benefiting from them, from the system. They are so rich and so wealthy that when they fly from Nigeria to Dubai, they will have a clot and die overnight. That's how rich they are. And we're saying that we can breed. They're not here, you know. They have infiltrated the churches. The pastors are not speaking for us when they're supposed to be talking about giving us life abundantly. They have destroyed everything, every fabric of our lives. They have infiltrated and arrested everyone. So that at this particular time, at a time like this, we are so incapacitated, we don't know what to do. But we're telling them, Ozugozian, it's enough. So today, we are going to continue the enlightenment of our people on the right approach to self-determination through internationally recognized civil and democratic process. We warned you guys about this when you were doing NSAS, for you guys to follow the right thing and ask for the right. It's like one push. It's like someone going to get money from a bank. They're telling you they can give you a whole truck of money. You say, no, let me go there with my handbag. As if you have time to waste. Imagine if we have followed the process, and they have agents, and that's what we want you guys to recognize. They will come down with Ishi Daradara. You need glasses, now it's thrown English. Oh, constitution is the problem. As soon as Peter Obi jumps from Labour Party to Ndemwa Party to APC Party to PDP Party, he will come out and be the spokesperson to run an election. The same person. And Channel News will give him all the news line. They will give him all the time in the world to keep speaking as if he's the smartest man in the country. The same thing Americans do here. They will be running elections. Instead of them to get the scholars in the community, the men and women working hard to improve the community, they will get the rappers that have been paid to destroy the African people and tell us it's the culture. It's the same people. They're doing the same copyright from everywhere and implementing it because they know it has worked in America. They have brainwashed all the brown people here. They can't think for themselves. They are doing the same thing. They will pay him. He will come out with his beard. You need glasses now through no that is not in the dictionary. And as soon as he gets paid enough, he will leave the constitutional issues that we have on the table and jump in to go and start doing election with P2B. And we're saying it's enough of that. The future of our children is very important to us. As mothers, we demand differently. As mothers, we insist on the right things to be done. It's no longer okay for you to sell us for your own well-being. It's no longer okay for us to only hear the generator when you're in town. It's no longer okay for us to eat foreign rice only when Christmas comes. Oh, it's not enough. It's not okay anymore. So if you're one of those that comes into the village and think he wants to be all about you, your days are numbered because we're empowering our people. We don't want any onwa. We want all our people to succeed and be able to carry on at the level that they can and live life with dignity, Mr. and Mrs. Onwa. And I'm not asking you guys not to help our people, because if you can afford, you all stole our money, so continue to help them. But we are saying that's your manipulation. That's your whatever you think it is. Another degree from London, you will come and use it to intimidate our people instead of using it to elevate our people. And I bug doc. You should go doc. When you're not going to see. We are saying we no longer want that system. We want a system where everyone is uplifted to the level that they can perform. Because it will only help us, all of us, so that we are not worried about who will steal from us because I go on Agoha. We're not worried about all of those things because we did the right thing. We sowed the right seed. We implanted the right information. We must do better by our people. And now is the time. Now is the time. As we mentioned, our topic today is that every battle is won before it's ever fought. And this is our message to our children. Do not lose your life for nothing. If you're going to protest, you should go with a purpose. You should be purposeful in your heart. Do not let the hoodlums and the criminals come and deceive you. As we are speaking, a lot of them are running away. I've seen one today. You can see he's from Nigeria because his skin is dry. They're running away and coming into their mansions that they're locked up in the neighborhood. So do not be deceived. We must be strategic before we go out there and waste our time or spill our blood. And we have to remind you guys, we say we'll never forget. So you guys should never forget that you still live in the states of Usman Dan Fodio, and they have warned you, they have made a declaration to say that they will never allow you to control your future. They are not kidding. And they have set up a map, a plan, an agenda, a 50-year agenda to make sure that they hold their knees right on your neck and push through. And our brothers and sisters are aiding them in the name of election. We've seen them. They will come and tell you they have one watch. When we know that in Africa, the best gift men will get, especially if you have been a governor of a state, we know it's definitely going to be a bunch of watches from those people really looking for contrast from you. They will bring you watch. You usually watch, perfume, and maybe a cell phone nowadays. But they have one watch. And they will drag my people to the election. Enjoy their 68th birthday. Pretend that they are for the people. When we're telling you, shine your eyes, look well, you can see who is holding you hostage. People working with Usman Dan Fodio estate. Okay? So let's look at our objectives today. I was going to run this as a slideshow, but I don't know if it's showing up today. Let's see. Okay, yes, at least on my side. So we're going to look at the introduction, which we have already done. We're going to talk about why every battle is won before it's ever fought, and what every change seeker in Nigeria must do so that you don't go there and be misinformed. And number 3, we are going to look at refusing to bring down that unitary constitution. You are responsible for your own destruction, and no amount of protest will save you if we don't take this constitution down. And then we'll look at the take-home points as well as the announcement. So I don't know, I'm on the next page. I don't know if this thing moved. No, it didn't move.
It didn't move.
Okay.
Let's just do what we're doing before.
So yeah, for some reason it's not working for some reason. All right. So I don't know if it has something to do with StreamYard, because it works when I use it at work. All right, the fair use disclaimer, so that some random person don't come and, turn off what we're doing. And then let's look at this map. We've shared this map in the past for you guys to see the pyramid of evil that we are concerned about. For you guys.
I mean, this structure. I mean, it's not a map.
As a pyramid.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Before they will start, those that say, okay, is this a map? That's all. My dear, just go ahead. I'll just
I'm confused. I don't even know if did I say a map?
Yeah, he said a map. I know it's what they call it.
Pyramid.
Yeah,
Pyramid.
no, I mean, what's they call that? Something that slip of tongue.
Yeah. All right. I don't mean a map, my dear. It's
Yeah.
a flip. I mean a pyramid. So looking at this pyramid, we have shared it before in the past. For us to understand what is doing us, because for so many years we didn't know what was happening to us. We knew things weren't right. You will bring your retirement, some snake, this giant snake in Africa will swallow it. Everything that you do, you want to move forward, they will pull you back. Like nothing is working. The companies are leaving. We heard that something right, ShopRite is winding up to leave the damn place because nothing will ever work in a place like Nigeria. So at the top is the British Crown. We know that these are the people controlling everything. No matter what you do, they're always on top of you. You can't go forward, you can't go backward. They decide if you live or die. That's why before you run for any type of election, you have to go to 10 Downing and receive blessings from Omaka Trato. You have to get on your knees and have them touch your head and tell you, okay, you're the potential chosen one, because they usually can change your mind at the end of the day. And we know when they left the British Crown, when they left us, they handed us over to our caretakers called in the Caliphate. And even except that they're not taking care of us. Or should I say they handed us over to the people that will deal with us accordingly. Because if I call them caretakers, somebody may mistake that. They handed us over to the terrorists called Caliphate to deal with us, so that even as much as we do, look at how much we have put in that place called Nigeria. With all the restrictions that they have over us, we're still pushing through. Imagine if we are in a place where our enemies are not in charge of us. So the caliphate is working hand in hand. That's why they are the ruling party. That's why you can see them put on their license plate that they are born to rule, because they have shared the information with their children. We reminded you that with Usman Danfodio, they reminded us that we can never allow us to control their future. It's them and their children that will deal with us accordingly. If they like, they register us with OIC. If they like, they register us with terrorist companies. If they like, they will hand over the whole Nigerian resources to Dangote. If they like, they will close the cement in Agolot, so that Dangote that doesn't know. He was saying today he didn't know that this is going to happen. How are you running $1 billion project? You don't know what's going to happen in the future, Mumu. Those are the people running stuff.
Mungu.
Indeed. Please continue to help us to share. And then under the caliphate is the 1999 constitution that we know, stronghold, chokehold, whatever you want to call it, hold. You can move. We have the 68 exclusive list that you saw that man screaming. You cannot. If you don't have light, you cannot put on your own light. If you don't have security, you cannot arrange for your own security. Nothing. You've been stronghold. So only Peter Obi and his cronies will be able to get security, because they are working with the caliphate, so they give them security, and then perhaps his own village will be a little bit safe because Peter Obi hails from the same village, so that main road to his village will be safe. The criminals will not be hanging there. But you, the single mothers, the widows, the orphans, nobody will speak for you. They can destroy you. It's like here, when a black person is killed on our life, nobody is really doing anything. If you call police that you need help, they can come to your house and on our life you, nothing will happen, and then for them, they are okay. So they use this 1999 constitution to hold everybody hostage. And that is why we're saying we cannot move an inch in this protest without making sure that we have the right information for our people, so that lamentation will not take over. Lamentation is not a strategy. Whether if you're coming from an army guy or police guy, lamentation is not a strategy. That you are going out there, you say you're concerned about the police, you should be aware of what you're going there to do in the first place. And under the 1999 Constitution is your so-called federal government. They can steal your money, take all of them, make fun of you. Oh, Baba, give me food now. Baba, give me food. They can do anything to you. Nothing will happen. You can pay money for Wayeke and a snake will come and swallow it just like that and nothing will happen. They will steal all the money from the treasury. They will burn it down and nothing will happen. It's called federal government. They're governing you. And then you have the confused masses that them and their agents are working with. You know, their agents, you see them in different form. We don't want you guys to mistake this. You see them in the name of pastors. They're there telling you to push until something happens. Pray, pray, pray. Ba, 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 ba. You'll be praying. Nothing is happening. As a matter of fact, while you're praying, you may even die. They come in form of celebrities to deceive you. They are all agents. Rap music here in America has destroyed Black people to a level you cannot imagine. He puts them into jail. It was all orchestrated by people making money off of it. The same thing, where our people are hungry, people like movie stars and dancing stars and music stars, they'll be having a $50 billion wedding in the midst of a place where people are dying of hunger. All agents. So instead of you to react, you'll be dancing like go chop your money, but you don't even have money to chop. All agents. They will come in form of your brothers and sisters running for elections. You're telling them this is not working. Our enemies are upon us. They will say, no. Election, PVC now. PVC revolution, plastic now. And then they will give you a bag of rice to confuse because you're so hungry. You take the bag of rice. Meanwhile, as soon as they become governor, they will come to Houston and buy a house. All their children are now schooling in Houston. They will pay 10 years, I was told, by someone who works in the, not treasury, what is the department that collects money? Registration department. There, some of them will have money paid for 10 years for school fees because they are not sure if their children will graduate. They will pay 10 years in advance. Mind the college is supposed to be 4 years because they know their hoodlum children may not be steady enough to pass. So they will pay. So that by the time you leave government house and money is no longer there, the school has the money to still keep your child in school. That's what we have to deal with. So know your place in this Nigerian pyramid of evil. Let's look at why every battle is won before it's ever fought. This is a quote from The Art of War by Sun Tzu, an ancient Chinese military general. He's also a strategist as well as a philosopher. His quote emphasizes the importance of preparation and planning for success. He mentioned that it can be applied to many situations, including war preparation, positioning, and planning that can make the difference in the success so that you don't go out there and die for nothing. Okay? Why is it important? Knowing when to refuse to fight is very important. And to carefully consider the entire situation and the enemy setup before engaging in a battle. So that you don't get surprised, you don't get taken out for nothing. So that if you go out there and you get hurt, you say at least it's for the 1999 Constitution that have held me hostage in this space called Nigeria. Not because you want to end police brutality. Like my sister will say, in the end of police brutality, what about other stuff? What about electricity? What about security? What about jobs? What about education? What about this? What about the economy? What about all kinds of stuff? Are you going to now be doing demonstration every day? And that's why we are pointing you guys to the right direction, where the problem is. It allows you to better prepare so that you can have better outcome. And that's what you want. So let's bring it home. Nigeria is a place where people have been dying for nothing. And we know because of ignorance, they think they know it all. You know, their God will do it for them. They are reading the Bible, they are believing and all this stuff. And we're not saying God will not do it for you. But you cannot blackmail God into doing trash for you. It doesn't work that way. He said, come, let us reason. He didn't say, come and blackmail me with your stupidity. Let's talk it through so that it will make sense. So because of ignorance, greed, lack of preparedness, and failure to follow well-researched procedures and policies, protests are usually done as a knee-jerk sentimental reaction to issues and situations. That's what we do all the time. The organizers of these protests, they will fail to ask important questions. They think they know what they do not know. And that's very dangerous when you think you know what you don't know. Your enemies will take you out. So you're supposed to know everything about something that you're stepping into. So that no emotion, we keep telling you guys, emotion is not a strategy, will never help you. We're talking about clear mind, thought out process, strategize, things that make sense. What if? What is the exit plan? Plan A, plan B, what if? A lot of what ifs. And we say here that no one is asking the very critical questions. We've been bleeding. We see the blood everywhere. And when we say blood, we mean both literally and the other way around. We see blood everywhere. We see the system leaking. You see everybody stealing. People want to live big and be big and all this stuff and all that kinds of stuff, stealing and leaving our people even more impoverished than they were before. Are these injuries self-inflicted? Can we think about people and countries we could learn from? We witnessed the apartheid constitution end in South Africa. We were alive when it happened. Nobody's asking what is it that they used to take down something that wasn't working for them. No, we believe God. Go get PVC. The church will join them. The bishops will join them. Everybody will join them to go and get PVC. And the thing that pains me is that when the PVC story doesn't work out, no plan B, they will leave you stranded. All of a sudden, the pastors now will start preaching. How preach? Where's the PVC? They will be preaching how God wants to give you life abundantly and pray to something happen. We never asked, how did Chile protest for 1 full year to end their military constitution for over 35 years in 2020? We did not ask why Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali ended the French part for continued colonialism. We have never asked what is it that they are doing differently so that we don't get manipulated into going into a place that is against us. Every successful battle must have a set target. What is your set target when you are going there to expose yourself? What is your set target? So that if you happen to end up seeing our ancestors, you would have said, Papa, Grandpa, Mama, look, this is what I did. This is why I showed up here. Are you going to show up there because if you're ignorant, you see people moving and then you join them? We must learn from past events and history. Parts of preparedness is to properly research and understand the issue at hand so that emotionality would not take any place in all of this. We are basically strictly dealing purely on facts and not fiction. It's not okay to ignorantly move our youths to the street, because that's what they will do. You will see Tinubu. Yes, they will never leave us. They say, we tell them we are hungry. They say, go and die. The same man will go and join them and become president. Life is even worse than it was when he was telling us that they want us to die. They are all in this together. That protest you see him doing is like he has not gotten his court. That's all. It's all about their court. It's never about the people. So it's not okay to ignorantly move our youth into the youth if you don't have the good plan on the table. The evil unitary government could infiltrate and hijack the process. It's important to clearly understand and acknowledge what the problem is. Who are those creating the problems and how they're doing it and why they're doing it. And before we go out there, we must define the change we seek. Otherwise, it will be a wasted effort. If they shoot you, hurt you, and harm you, you haven't done anything. You're just stupid. That's all. Just say, we lost another stupid man. So make sure that when you go out there, you have a set target. Where are we now and where do we want to get to? It's important to understand the enemies we're dealing with and how they operate, that we must have a safe pathway, which Ninas has put on the table for us. Ninas want to remind us that Nigerian Protest 2024 will have two sides. You have the government and the protesters, giving the common ground that the unitary constitution of Nigeria is the source of failure and dysfunction. It's not being protested. The demand of the protest will determine the result if targeted precisely as the source of the problem, which again, the source of the problem is the unitary constitution of Nigeria is the source of the problem. So that you don't let Ushimoyo, all of this Oshi show up and destroy.
Oshimole. Mandiole.
Mandole. You let them to come and destroy you, only for them to get to the same house and marry the most beautiful girl in the next village and leave you all stranded. So let's be clear as to what we are going to do. Oh my goodness, I'm moving fast. Let's be clear as to what we need to do. That we want the unitary constitution arrangement that we currently have. We should have a true federalism that recognizes our diversity and was previously agreed upon by our progenitors. Is the problem and the source of our misery. Let me read that again. That unitary constitutional arrangement that we currently have, rather than the true federalism that we're supposed to have, is the problem. And the true federalism is what is agreed upon by our progenitors, which is people that are first from Nigeria, is the problem that we have, instead of having what they plan to have. So unitary constitutional arrangement is the problem. It's not what we agreed upon. Rather, we agree upon true federalism that allow every component member to move at its pace according to their core value. So at the end of the day, we should be asking for transition now. Transition now, transition now, transition now. Anything else is a failure. Anything else is a waste of your time. Anything else will not change anything. Because what they will do now is that they will catch the next flight out. Once you guys make noise and whatever, they will see their houses are paid for. You know, I don't know if they're paying their taxes, because they will lose it if they're not. Their houses are paid for all over this place. So they will leave you there to do what you need to do. These people are cowards. They know they are treating you bad. But they are asking, why are these people not reacting? How are we shitting on their head and they're eating the shit and say, thank God for the shit? Like, that's literally what they ask themselves every day. They will leave. They have packed enough money to think they will live a better life somewhere, except that, I don't know, that flight, when they get there, they may end up with a clot in their lungs and be dead. Who knows? But they will not. You will think they will fight you. They are not ready to fight. They have enough money not to fight anything. They just want to disappear. They're waiting for you to react. So if you are going to react accordingly. So please help us to share, like, subscribe. Have you learned anything today? Have you gotten an aha moment from what we have discussed so far? If so, please drop it in the comments and continue to help us to share. I will allow my sister to take on.
Thank you so much, Sister Munachi. So people are saying, what do we do? What do we do? So what every change seeker in Nigeria must do. That's the next thing we want to talk about. What every change seeker, yes, you want to change. Yeah, you all want change. Yes, we are saying good. What you must do. Nigerians' problem is structural and fundamental. It is not leadership. I repeat it. Nigeria's problem is the structure, is the foundation. It is not leadership. So like my sister said earlier on, if you want to bring Obio, if you want to bring Eze, if you bring one thing more, whatever, changing them from what, like you're doing drafts, and they're changing themselves from up and down will not solve any problem. That's why you see they will protest. When they get there, it will be as if their brain damaged. And then they will continue what the others were doing before, because that is not the formula. That is not the problem. The problem of Nigeria is structural, the foundation. What you must do is work for the termination of the unitary constitutional order. That thing that tied all of us together, the chain, the cloth, the whatever you can think of it, that tied all of us together, that we cannot do anything meaningful to be successful, is the unitary constitution. That needs to go down. That is what you must join to do. And as a mark of rejection of that 1999 constitution, you must insist on shutting down preparations for 2027 national elections. As they are planning, going and eating dinner, you see P2B. Oh, P2B is eating within the Yoruba. P2B is eating within the Fulani. P2B is eating within the Hausa. P2B is eating with. That's not what needs to be done. It's a 419. It's not going to eat with people. We eat with all the people all the time. But that's not the problem. Your choice to eat with food. Eat food, but that's not the solution. That's not the way we're going. Your mark that you have rejected that 1999 constitution, because anybody sworn in will rule you with it. So you see, going to election, bring Angel inside, bring in Nemo, that person will swear to uphold. Once he gets inside there, he will swear to uphold, even if you knew what was the problem before, because he has sworn to uphold, to keep, and rule you by 1999 constitution. He cannot do anything else. His hands are tied. So he will just continue with the looting, because that's the only thing the 1999 constitution will allow them to loot, steal, continue from where others did before, because that's how the system is.
But Fulani is, I mean, to the book organic is a perfect example now.
Yes, that's how the system is. Starting with Soludo in Anambra State. All of them, there's nothing they can do. Their hands are tied. It's just that once in a while, maybe one finger will come out, and the other person will do something small, something with finger. They say, "Oh, the state is working." No. They are just playing you games. It's not nowhere it's working. Everywhere is going down. So demand for immediate transitioning for constitutional union reconstruction, so that it will return sovereignty to the component ethnic nationalities. Yes, I know some people don't like to hear if I say I'm Igbo. Some people want to drink acid and die. I'm Igbo. There's nothing you can do about it. That God you worship created me an Igbo woman. And you are Yoruba. You are Ishekiri. You are Ijo. That's why you speak the language you speak. That's why you dress the way you dress. That's why you eat the food you eat. That's why you do everything you do. You are indigenous person. Always saying, let there be mutual understanding, mutual love, mutual respect. Get a system that will make it so that everybody will be comfortable. That's all we're saying. It's like in marriage. In marriage, you have father, you have a mother, you have children. You put the system in such a way, mother will be comfortable, father will be comfortable, the children will be comfortable. Even if you have domestic staff, they will be comfortable as well. That is how things are done in modern world. I don't know why I have to discuss control to explain this into so-called doctors, people that call themselves consultants. I wonder what you're consulting. You're getting all the degrees. My sister said the degrees cannot allow you. You cannot use common sense to think something problem that you can solve just like that. Looking at it, even people that are in the market, that everyday people can solve this problem. Then you that you call yourself professor, you call yourself a doctor, engineer, you cannot understand the problem. You cannot understand the solution. That makes us think that you're a hypocrite, that you're only deceiving yourself, you are deceptive, and there's no truth found in you. And if I find it very difficult when you are carrying Bible up and down, I ask myself, which Bible are you reading? How come that the spirit of the Bible is not making your brain to function? That means you're not even a Christian that you say you are. Transition now in 2024. Not next year, not year to come. Embrace Nina's template for union reconfiguration. 2 steps. First one, recognize the component members of the union. 2, then before they will get their own constitution, then you bring it together. That's how it's done. Our people in the church, elders forum, elders Christian, whatever, we see people messing around with 2014 confab or whatever. Stop messing around with that, and that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to work with Ninas. If you don't understand it, you can call us to explain it to you. We know that Pastor Emmanuel Bosun is trying to explain to the rest of you. And you people are trying to make his voice to go down because you want to steal, you want to continue to steal, and you call yourself elders, Christians, elders. Better stop what you're doing. Stop the game you're playing, because we're seeing you and we begin to call you out here one by one. We are bleeding too much from every opening. You can see it. We cannot survive for too long. Our people are going. We are second of what every change seeker in Nigeria must do. A system that refuses to listen, a system that refuses to reason, and the people that refuses to listen, it's not good. You need to listen to better answers, to solutions, because the problem is overwhelming. You need to understand the solution. You need to understand the problem so that you can understand the solution. But if you refuse to listen, refuse to reason, the thing will continue. Monthly, they share money, blood money in trillions. In the video we played earlier on from Nina's, he explained to us how they share these Trinity criminal arms, Trinity criminal arms of government. Whether it's executive, whether it's judiciary, whether it's legislative, all they do is share blood money. So what you must do is to shut them down. You cannot prefer one over the other. Okay, the judiciary are trying. Okay, the elective is trying. Oh, the legislative is trying. Oh, it's the executive that is the problem. Oh, it's Tinubu that is the problem. If you can change Tinubu, no. All of them are the same thing. There's no difference. Everybody is eating their own thing. They are sharing blood money. All of them from beginning to the end, even to the local government chairwoman and chairman. Unitary constitutional arrangement is a very, in a very diversified space, a space where we have multilingual people, multi-regional, multi-religious, multicultural. For you to put unitary constitutional arrangement there is a disaster, is a recipe for disaster. So you must understand it. This is what you must do. Understand this thing that we're saying. Acknowledge the problem. Democracy is meant to be close to the people, the grassroots. That's how, for you to have a true democracy, because demo means people. That means people's power. So it's government of the people, by the people, for the people. It's people-centered. So you must have a system where the people are in power. Their voices are heard. That's when you will have democracy. If you have a system where the people are relegated to the background and some few criminals find themselves in Aso Rock where they are not even communicating with the people, you don't have democracy, you have demon crazy. That's why you will nothing will work. You cannot impose from the rooftop, whether constitutional, whether power, whatever, in Abuja Rock, where serve heaven for criminals, from political rascals and political rogues, and then expect things to be okay. Things will not be okay. If you want to protest from now till tomorrow, nothing will change. We are saying that for you refusing to bring down that 1999 constitution, the 99th constitution, bring that unitary constitution down, you are responsible for your own destruction.
Yep.
We'll repeat it. For you refusing, you listening to us, refusing to bring down that unitary constitution, you are responsible for your own destruction. You are playing that game yourself. Because we told you this is what is ailing you. This is where the problem is. You refuse it and you're following and running around. It's not even the problem, the main problem.
Crying unto God.
Crying unto God, doing prayer and fasting. Night vigil, you will not sleep. You're only complicating your misery because you are refusing to listen. You are refusing to learn. You are responsible for your own destruction. We don't want you to be responsible for your own destruction. That's why we come here every Saturday, to educate you. Because we know that if you understand it, there's no way you will want to be responsible for your own destruction. You will stop it. Yes, for refusing to pull down the unitary constitution, you are responsible for your own destruction and your own damnation. For trusting and allowing politicians like P2B to continue to deceive you, hopping around, making empty noise, and doing as if there's something meaningful they're doing, giving people false hope, you are responsible for your own destruction. You see this politician jumping around from one political party to the other like something. P2B, today he's in ABGA, tomorrow he's in PDP. The other one, he's in Labour. Who knows where he will go next? Once the place gets too hot, he move out to the other place.
Why would anybody listen to a person that lies about watch?
Ordinary watch.
Ordinary watch that we know you should have. Why would you lie about it? What else are you going to lie about?
Exactly. You see what we're saying? But they'll be distracting you, jumping up and down from here. Prum, 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 prum. They are agents. They are agents. They're not here to help you. We say you are responsible for your own destruction, for allowing politicians to use you to dance ngo ngo. That dance of deception. Go 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 ngo. You hear them on social media because they will have a way of turning everything into a game. Okay, we are inside. Yes, you are dancing go 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 ngo. Go 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 ngo. Yes, for you allowing that 1999 constitution to be in place, you are dancing go 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 ngo with politicians, and they're deceiving you. You see all of them now at the airport because they just heard about protests. Oh, the people are coming. See the crowd. International airport. This is not local airport. International airport. They all want to fly out. We told you that when they have set your place ablaze, they all have second passports. There's none of them. They have used your money to buy second passport. They are US citizen, British citizen, Romania citizen. Even if they don't have, they must get at least Ghana citizenship. They have at least two passports. You do pararam, they go to the next place. They use your money to do that. But we're saying you allowed it. You are the one allowing it. You are responsible for that. For allowing Unitary Nigeria and the cabals to take away and lock down your capacity to refine petroleum, for instance. You are responsible for your destruction. You took away oil and gas from the indigenous owners by decree, took money from treasury to create monopoly headed by Dangote. Now they are confused and lying to themselves and those listening to their bullshit because the tax continues. Nnameza akpata menyi, Nnameza akpata menyi, ọkwa enyi ga-abụ isi oche, ọkwa enyi ga-abụ isi oche gwogwogwo. Enyi na-aga na iso n'azụ gwogwogwo. Enyi na-aga na iso n'azụ gwogwogwo. That's the music they're playing. Tinubu is the nke nọ n'enu tortoise mbe. Ọ nọ n'enu enyi, ọ bụ enyi ndị caliphate. Wee na-eje na-asị ya Nnameza akwata m enyi, ọkwa enyi ga-abụ isi oche maka promise ya chairmanship. Ekwe enyi ga-abụ isi oche gwogwogwo. Enyi na-aga na nsogbu n'azụ gwogwogwo. And you are watching the gogogongo. On your space, you are allowing them to dance gogogongo on your space while your children are dying, your children are hungry, your children are trekking through the Mediterranean Sea, through desert. Our children are everywhere. They are dancing gogogongo on your land. Now you don't cast. Last, everybody go chop breakfast. Yes, Cabal 1 has removed Cabal 2. Yes, the evil 1967 alliance. They have outplayed themselves. You see, Dangote, before he has black hair. All of a sudden, after chopping breakfast, his hair has become white immediately. Because
dangerous breakfast, man.
Yes. We told you people that these people, all they're doing is play games. Immediately, they swore Tinubu in because they come for a reason. They're not coming for you. What did he do? The first measure he did was to remove fuel subsidy. Why did that? Everybody say, wait. He even tried to do a protest. How is it that immediately he entered, the first thing he did is to remove fuel subsidy? Why the government continued to pay in secret, allowing him to increase petroleum product prices. This move was designed to benefit his own monopoly. So Tinubu became the new monopoly to replace Dangote monopoly of caliphate. We are telling people that it's caliphate agenda, but all of them have cabals. You have the alliance, 1967 alliance that they used to kill Ndibo. Yes, Biafra genocide. We told you that this game they're playing. So Cabal 1 will outplay Cabal 2. Cabal 2 will enter. This one like this. So that's why immediately Tinubu entered. He sought to replace the original monopoly of the caliphate, which was Dangote. So with the recent first acquisition of Ajib Oil by Orlando PLC, Tinubu as an individual has become the largest oil exporter, explorer, and marketer in the whole country, second only to NNPC. Not coming from us, so go and see the papers. Go, they are there. They are published out there. So when you observe this move, like the case with Dangote, the cell, now, these crucial oil fields that you're seeing us display, the plants in Nigeria are under the control of Tinubu through Oando PLC, which is Tinubu's family owned, not NNPC. For you to be understanding, we told you that when the things are happening, we'll come here and break it down. So when you hear the Okwe, Ndibo, listen to us. Ndibo, listen to us. When you see the game being played so that you understand the game, that's what we come here to do with you every day. In the board of that business, Ras Hansa Oil Terminal Limited in Malta, you have Wele Tinubu as the chairman, Group Chief Executive of Oando PLC. Mofe Boyo, Non-Executive Director, also Deputy Group Chief Executive of Oando PLC. Olufemi Adeyemo, Non-Executive Director. Adewole Tinubu Jr., Executive Director. Omar Faraj, Non-Executive Director. Mark B. Davis, Non-Executive Director, also a former executive of Trafalgar. Now, Yoruba people listening to us, this is how your Lagos state was taken. It's the same way this man that people call master strategist, we call him Ezembe in our language, find out. So he took over the whole Lagos. Now he has entered Aso Rock, and the wife said, we don't need your money to do anything. You see how the game is being played. You see how the game is being played. And you, as an indigenous person of Yoruba, you are on social media clapping hands, thinking that this is tribal issue. This is not about your brother or your sister. They are there to fulfill their mandate, their individual mandate, not your mandate. You must be the biggest fool to think that they're to represent you and your children. We are talking to Yoruba people. That's why we say, team up with Ninas, team up with indigenous people, but come as an indigenous people. I'm not saying you should defend an Igbo. I'm not saying you should defend my land. I'm saying defend your own land, your ancestral land. The structure of Ninas in such a way that each ancestral person on your ancestral land, each indigenous person on your ancestral land, you can defend your own land. If I defend my land, you defend your land, everybody defend their land, everybody will be fine. It's just like what Trump said when he was president. He said, if I'm patriotic to my country and you're patriotic to your own country, we'll have a better place. That is it. I'm patriotic to my people, patriotic to my land. You're patriotic to your place, then we come together, collaborate, and have a union. Then we can do whatever we want to do together. But I'm not going to cheat you. You're not going to cheat me. That is how it's supposed to be all over the world. So if you will continue, because of time, we'll cut down some of the things we say. But if there's a bill, the next slide will show you over $2 billion worth of petroleum products to Nigeria, gone to Malta refinery, not in Nigeria. His own is in Malta. In 2023 alone. That is an example of what the future of Nigerian oil importation will look like. That's the price we'll show you there. You can see the bills, how it is. It's their business. That is why he will fight. Tinubu will fight Dangote refinery with everything he has. If it comes to operational, his multi-trillion naira oil monopoly enterprise will collapse. So he will not want that. So you tell you that would say that go. But guess who is suffering? You. Because the oil in question is your oil on your land. This thing that they are using to play this game. The refined oil is sold to Nigerian public at a high price. Why the subsidy, although officially removed, is still being paid secretly. Essentially, Tinubu is paying himself subsidy. Are you listening? Go. This is
too much.
This scheme, an extraordinary level of financial, that is rascality. I don't even know the word. There's the top of one you see, the English word will just disappear. You don't even know what to say. Even after Tinubu leaves office, Nigeria remains without refinery, which he will make sure of. His oil monopoly over the country will remain standing. As if that is not enough, the government will still pay him for subsidy.
State capture, country capture.
Yes.
I capture
Country capture. This is the man that the wife said, we don't need your money to live. He captured Lagos State. He moved the same way to capture the whole Nigeria. The whole Nigeria is inside Tinubu's pocket as we speak. That's why we say, if you're going for protest, come and listen first so you understand what is being said. And you know, so you don't die for nothing. Like you people went in October 2020 without information, you just died for nothing. Come and listen so that you understand what needs to be done. But guess what? What is making them do this is the 1999 Constitution. That's why we say, if you remove that thing through Nina's 5-step agenda, that Nina's worked for 25 years to research into this thing and get everything situated. If you get these things done, all you need to do is just work with Nina's template. It's already there. And then everything will be set out the way. So my sister will give you take-home points and then we'll finish up. Thank you so much for listening.
Wow, thank you, sister, for that mind-blowing information. I'm telling you guys, information is power. Do not be deceived. Please do not watch alone. Help others by sharing. Get them informed so that we are not sitting there and waiting for demonic Tinubu to do anything for us. So our take-home point today is to ask, what can you do now? What can you do now? You've heard all this information. What can you do now? We're asking that you push for the illegitimate government to acknowledge that Nigeria is in distress because of the unity constitutional arrangement that locked down everyone's capacity to thrive. We must commit to a wholesale decommissioning of that constitutional arrangement, suspend further national elections, commit to allow ethnic nationalities to take back what is rightfully belong to them. We must make a time-bound announcement to go into transition. And we need a constitutional arrangement, a new order, which will now return sovereignty to the people as well as the asset to the owners of the land and make things right for a change. This exploitation has been going on forever. This is not the first. It will continue. They will come and tell you they're going to protest with you and make all that noise. This is all they're doing. The same strategy. They are using it here against brown people. They're using it there against Indigo and all the indigenous peoples. And until we receive sense and receive information, they will continue to take us on a merry-go-round. The Nina State of Union Town Hall is ongoing right now. It starts right now. It's starting right now on Twitter Space. That information has been shared. I'm not really sure. What should they be looking for when they log into Twitter? Hello?
There's a link. We'll share them. Let me post it on the this thing so that they can just follow it and then get into the Twitter Space. It's audio, so it can save your data, you know. So, but we'll end this show and then we also will link in and then come back, and so that you'll be able to still watch us on this platform if you're unable to enter the platform. Thank you.
All right. Do you want to put it up?
Yeah, we'll just end the show. I'll post it. We'll join them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. Be blessed. Please join us on Twitter. Did you put the link here?
I'll put the link in this thing, but we need to end so that we can enter and come back. And
no, but you didn't put the link yet.
I will post it.
No, if I end this, it's not going to allow them to see the link. You have to put it now before I end.
I wanted to put it on the comments. On the comment
section. Put it on the comment. They won't be able to see it if I end it.
So I'm trying to. Okay, I wanted to check it from here. Give me a second.
Oh, it just came on my thing because I signed up for it. Okay, let's see. It says starts listening.
Okay.
Share, copy link. Okay, so I copied the link.
Yeah.
Going to where do I go to put it? I'll put it on Facebook and paste. Okay, so I just put the link on Facebook and then.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on YouTube as well. So if you're on YouTube, you can click on that link and share. Please share with others as well. We will be sharing it once it's done. Thank
Yeah.
you, brothers and sisters. I hope that link is clickable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
If
it
it's not, we'll come back and and if we have any issue, we'll come back on the Daughters of Truth, and we'll continue from us. Thank
okay?
you.
Okay, bye. Oh, are you saying that we're going to play
Yeah,
the
yeah. If it's not, if that, if, like, we just need to end this one so that we can
and
move.
start back up again? Okay, I
Yeah.
get it. Okay, bye guys. We see you
Thank
guys
you.
in
Bye.